Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyowen Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit thecrystalspringsresort.com.
Welcome to Vernon Vibes. Here we are in the first edition of fall. Can you believe it's here already? We've had some very interesting things that have occurred since we last got together, and I'm really happy to have the opportunity to share them with you. In fact, we're going to be talking about some very, very important issues. But before we get to that, I'd like to remind you that this Saturday, September 29th, is in fact the Got Drugs program, where you can bring your prescription drugs, your outdated or unused prescriptions that you may have in your medicine cabinet, to the Vernon A&P pharmacy between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., and you can have them discarded safely, and you can remove that potential danger from the youngsters in your house. So I'm happy to be able to share that with you. On the calendar of events, the big event that's about to happen for us here in Vernon Township is under the auspices of the Economic Development Advisory Committee, which is a group that is that meets and has as its objective the fostering of economic growth for Vernon Township. When we come back after the break, you're going to have the opportunity to hear from Councilman Ed Dunn, who is the council liaison to the EDAC and the leader of that group. And he's going to talk to you about an exciting program that is coming on the 3rd of October. And so when we come back, stay tuned. There's some real good information coming your way.
Attention athletic directors, high school coaches, youth recreation directors. Too busy on the field to worry about your insurance? Put D&H Alternative Risk Solutions into the game and let us give you peace of mind for all your insurance needs. D&H will provide you with A-rated insurance for your leagues, teams, sports clinics, summer camps, and rec programs. D&H will give you a one-page quote, saving you time. Let D&H provide you with a no-obligation quote today. D&H Alternative Risk Solutions, local insurance for your local athletic program needs. Call 940-1851 or visit risksolutions.com.
Welcome back to Vernon Vibes. I'm Councilman Eddie Dunn, and today I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about what the EDAC is going to be doing, the Economic Development Advisory Committee. We have a fantastic event happening October 3rd, and I wanted to spend a few minutes talking to you about what led up to that event, everything that's going to be involved in that event, and some future things that are going to be going on post-event. So I want to take the time and first of all thank Vic Murata for allowing me this opportunity to bring this message to you, and we'll go from there. So a quick history about where we've come from in terms of where the EDAC and the planning of this event. As you know, the history behind Vernon is where Vernon's reputation as a difficult place to do business has been well deserved, and I think the way this council has been working with businesses and the way the mayor's office has been working with the businesses is a great testimony. There's some great opportunities there. What we're hoping to do with this event that's happening October 3rd at Mineral Spa from 6:30 to 9:30 is really about how do we continue to build on the success? How do we continue to build on that momentum? We know that Vernon's reputation needs to get better. We do know that the Highlands Act, for example, limits our business development. We do know that there's still uncertainty in the economy, and obviously there is significant unemployment in Sussex County that continues to really challenge us all in these hard economic times. But I believe that there's an opportunity here for us to think about where our businesses need to prosper and grow. One of the great things that the EDAC did previous to my leadership in this and the team that I work with is that the EDAC previously did some really nice work on the climate survey that they did for businesses in Vernon. And some of the key highlights I just wanted to bring out here. Areas to improve the business climate really focused on 3 basic opportunities. The promote the township image, the permit assistance that they need in order to understand how to get business done, and the promotion of tourism were the big highlights. Other key pieces that came out from the Vernon, from that survey back in 2011 were strengths and weaknesses of Vernon. And just some very quick highlights here. Proximity to recreation, the actual recreation activities themselves, and the quality of life were seen as key strengths for Vernon overall. And that's not a surprise. If you live in this wonderful town, you know that Vernon is a great place to live. Conversely, there were 3 top weaknesses as well. Again, no surprise. The general business climate, the zoning, which has been a challenge, and then property and costs all around. With that said, I wanted to shift a little bit and go over to the October 3rd event and just talk about that event specifically. So we know historically that working in this business climate has not always been conducive, but we're at a point now where we've had the change of government. We've had a year of being in the saddle with working with businesses, working with residents, and transforming and really taking Vernon up to that next level. With this, what we're hoping to do with this event is begin to be a catalyst for change, relevant to changing that reputation fundamentally. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a business headliner there. It's going to be Vernon's very own. His name is Adam Kimmick, and he's going to be talking about social media, which is really what I believe to be fundamentally the new word of mouth. He's going to talk about specifically the value and of the impact of social media to business. He's going to be talking about the practical applications and examples. And he's going to hopefully arm us with enough information that gives us the opportunity to really increase our businesses. So there's going to be the aspect of Adam coming on and talking about the value of social media. Now, why are we doing this? We are doing this specifically for a number of reasons. It's always important to know the why. And the why is about just validating those survey results that we got from 2011, great work that was done previously by other EDAC committees. Begin and continue to build relationships with business owners. Also begin to visibly demonstrate that Vernon is open for business and that we're going to do everything we can to continue to foster that. Listen closely to the business owners themselves. Begin to understand what their desires are, the challenges they face, and the things that we can do about it, and really ultimately set the stage for 2013. What do those engagement activities need to look like? Now, the how. The how is really about this roundtable discussion on October 3rd. It's going to be a facilitated roundtable discussion with the business owners, interacting not only with themselves, but with the EDAC, with our council and our government and other people that will be invited to this that have a relevant stake in our businesses, and to just begin to think through 3 fundamental questions. And those 3 fundamental questions are, what does Vernon Township need to stop doing that's really hurting our businesses? The second question is this: how do the Vernon Township begin to start doing things that are going to help our businesses? And the third question is this: what does the Vernon Township need to do to continue to do that's been successful? What is that relationship? So start, stop, and continue. 3 basic fundamental questions. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick plenary session, breakout sessions, and I believe it will be a very successful night. Speaking of success, what does success really look like? And why are we doing this? How are we doing it? But ultimately, what does success look like? And we have 5 key things. First and foremost, it's about thriving businesses that meet with needs of Vernon. And with that said, we'll be right back after this.
Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyoan Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the crystalspringsresort.com.
Welcome back to Vernon Vibes, and I just wanted to continue on with the last segment of the October 3rd event at Mineral Spa from 6:30 to 9:30. Talk to you about the Economic Development Advisory Council. Where I left off was around the idea of what does success look like, right? What does success look like? Because at the end of the day, we have to begin to visualize What does this look like? What is economic viability? What are thriving businesses look like? What are opportunities for us to continue to grow and begin to understand the reputation of Vernon and begin to elevate that over time? So again, what does success look like? First and foremost, we want thriving businesses that meet the needs of Vernon residents. It's so important for us to understand that there was one of our residents said to me very recently, he said, you know, I have to get up and go shopping someplace else. I'd like to change that. I think there are a lot of residents here that would love to change that reputation where I can shop in Vernon. Yes, there are a lot of great things happening in Vernon, and I'm going to spend my money in Vernon, which I believe in and of itself will help our local economy, obviously. The second success that I think about is really the success and the support of our recreation and tourism industries. I think there's tremendous opportunity for us to begin to navigate what's available in terms of government support, local initiatives, working with the chamber, that kind of thing. Municipal government that creates the right business environment balanced against the needs of the residents. I think it's so important for us to understand that as we become more successful in the business arena, that we're always mindful of that balance between what's good for business and what's good for the residents. Healthy cooperative partnerships between government, business, and the Chamber of Commerce. I think for a very long time, we've been in a position where those three things have not always worked well together. I think there are terrific opportunities based on the momentum of our sewer lines being finished, the town center poised and ready for development, for the type of cooperative things that are going on now. Anecdotally, Dollar General stores going in, there are a couple other things going on. We need to kick this up to that next level. This is the opportunity for the entities to come together and begin to accelerate the momentum and success of Vernon. And again, ultimately, this is about building a solid reputation for Vernon, that it is a good place to do business. And I think that's a real important piece in this. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But I do believe with the right plan in place, with the Economic Development Advisory Council working with the Chamber, working with the Mayor's Office, working with individual businesses, and that coordination of effort for Vernon, I believe, is going to change our reputation for the better. So that's exactly what success looks like. I made a recommendation to the Mayor and Council at the council meeting last night. I invited them to come to the October 3rd, and I've asked them to do a couple of quick things. To one, engage the business owners, but more importantly than anything else, for them to truly listen. There's nothing like having our government representatives talk directly to the business owners. It just makes a lot of sense. It's great common sense. They're going to hear firsthand what the challenges are in our business environment and what we can possibly do to remediate those kinds of things. I've also asked them, as we've moved along, as the EDAC begins to make recommendations, that we work together to not only evaluate them, but take action on them. And I think ultimately continue to drive that Vernon is open for business. So what happens after that meeting? Just to kind of put a bow on this, what we're hoping to do is have not only a good turnout, but listen intently to business owners, begin to really formulate what that plan looks like, and begin to summarize all that feedback. One, we want to validate the survey results. Is what they said back in 2011 appropriate for 2012, and it's going to be more engaging in 2013. We're going to summarize all that data from that event. We're going to come back to the council. We're going to give them the feedback that they have seen and what they saw firsthand. Let that be some reinforcement based on what they're hearing there, and begin to work through what those challenges are, and begin to operationalize, as I say, everything that we have built upon from the previous EDACs to the current EDAC, and the momentum that we have going forward as a town, and the economic viability that we all want here. The one thing I would say, and let me just leave you with this, this particular event is for business owners. We want to listen intently to the business owners, and we would cordially invite any business owners that are viewing this right now to reach out to us. And I do have a point of contact for you as you're looking at this. If you're a business owner watching this and you'd love to be a part of the event on October 3rd, I'd ask that you contact the municipal township. Missy Wybrock has consented to be the point of contact to get you more information about the event itself. Again, Missy Wybrock's number is 973-764-4055, and her extension is 2261. Again, that's 2261 is her extension. So with that, we're looking to a great event, and I thank you for your time.
Attention athletic directors, high school coaches, youth recreation directors. Too busy on the field to worry about your insurance? Put D&H Alternative Risk Solutions into the game and let us give you peace of mind for all your insurance needs. D&H will provide you with A-rated insurance for your leagues, teams, sports clinics, summer camps, and rec programs. D&H will give you a one-page quote, saving you time. Let D&H provide you with a no-obligation quote today. D&H Alternative Risk Solutions, local insurance for your local athletic program needs. Call 940-1851 or visit risksolutions.com.
Welcome back. I hope you found the session with Mr. Dunn as informative as I. We're excited about the program, and it's just one of the many things that we are doing here in Town Hall to, in fact, encourage the businesses to be looking at Vernon. So, for those of you out there that are watching Vernon Vibes, who people that maybe don't live in Vernon, we are indeed open for business, and we invite you to take a look at Vernon Township and what we have to offer. There's not a community within a 50-mile radius of New York that offers the amenities that Vernon offers, and now with the operational sewer and the in the not-too-distant future, central water in the town center, we've got a lot to offer. So come on by and take advantage of it. I do want to talk about a couple of other issues that are very important. First and foremost, there has been, over the past several weeks, an ongoing dialogue and an ongoing protest from some of the people who live in the Great Gorge Village concerning their sewer, the charges for their sewer service under the new Vernon Township Municipal Utility Authority. I, at the beginning of this, visited with those people and promised them that I would monitor the situation and I would in fact see to it that everyone was dealt with fairly. I can tell you that in fact the Vernon Township Municipal Utility Authority is working diligently to in fact right the situation and see to it that the charges for the sewer services that are provided are fair. I know that that issue has been an annoying one for people and they would like to see it be resolved already, but the MUA has in fact extended the payment period so that no one has to be burdened while they in fact do their homework and relook their original plan. I know for a fact that that situation will be taken care of in the very near future. I have confidence in the Vernon MUA. I have confidence that the job that they are doing is in the best interest and looking out for the interest of all the people in this town, including the residents at Great Gorge Village. So all I can tell you is they're listening and they're working very hard, and I expect a resolution to this situation in the very near future. I'm excited about that, and I hope that all of you will just simply give it time to work its way through. No one is going to be punished by the charges that are being levied for the sewer system in the Great Gorge Village. Again, I recognize the frustration. I recognize I've had dozens and dozens and dozens of phone calls and emails. I'm very much aware of how the people in Great Gorge Village feel. I'm very much on top of the deliberations that are going on at the MUA, but I think it's important for everyone to understand once the members of the MUA are appointed, they are indeed an autonomous body. As your mayor, all I can do, and what I have done, is speak to them on an individual basis about resolving this situation in a fair and equitable manner, and I'm confident that that is going to happen. So give them a chance to do their job, and let's wait and see what the result of it all is. When we come back, we'll have another topic that we want to talk about of importance.
Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyoan Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the crystalspringsresort.com.
Welcome back. The issue that I would like to address with you now is for me, a personal issue as much as a public issue. I'm sure that all of you know that in the beginning of 2012, a group of individuals known as the Vernon Taxpayers Association decided that the raises that were being recommended for this mayor, the town council, and our key people should be exposed to a vote. I said at the time, I have faith in the people in Vernon, and I do. We have now come through 2012, and here are some facts that I think you need to know as it relates to this issue of the ballot question. You might say to yourself, why am I addressing it now? Well, this past week, the issue of the wording of that ballot question actually became the subject of legal action between Sussex County and Vernon Township. And a Superior Court assignment judge, in fact, directed how the wording for that ballot question should be done. And in fact, also directed that several of the employees that were, whose salary ranges were included in the ordinance could not be voted upon. So, in fact, there's some conversation going on about all of that. But nonetheless, the question will be on the ballot, and it's very simple. Shall Vernon Township implement Ordinance 12-01? Now, here's what's unusual. We have researched the legal annals of New Jersey state law. Never before has there been a ballot question on employees' salary ranges, which is what this ordinance was designed to do. Early in the administration last year, many of our critics said, you can't just publish a salary, you need to have ranges for all of the jobs. And that made sense to myself and to the council, and so in the beginning of 2012, that's exactly what we did. Now, statute doesn't allow for ranges for elected officials, so therefore, there was a specific number that was part of that question. All of that is by way of saying this. The money for all of the raises that are proposed, including my own, are in the 2012 budget, and your property taxes went down. There has been so much misinformation about this issue as to what those salary ranges meant. The average salary that increase that I planned to, in fact, implement for the department heads was 2.5%. I heard some outrageous numbers that were quoted out there in front of the AMP. I'll leave the motivation to the people who did that, but I think you were misled, and it's unfortunate. And so let's set the record straight. You, the people in Vernon, when you go to the polls on November the 6th, will be asked, should Ordinance 12-01 be implemented or rejected? Frankly, I want to speak specifically about my raise. First of all, I am not the mayor as you once knew as the chairman of the council. I am, under the new form of government, the equivalent of your town manager, the CEO. It is my responsibility to see that all of the things that we are responsible for, all of the ordinances, all of the resolutions, and all of the state statutes are met. In every other town, that job gets paid $130,000 to $140,000. In fact, the town managers that were here before we changed the government were getting paid every bit of that. As a matter of fact, the last time that we looked, we had a town manager and a deputy manager who together cost this township $236,000 a year. Mr. Jimes, my business administrator, took a significant cut in pay to stay as a business administrator, $25,000 a year. And when I started last year in July, not knowing what I'd find in the budget, I opted to be conservative and to accept a lower amount of money until we could see what was in the budget. Ladies and gentlemen, $50,000 for what I do here is not a lot of money. I understand that there's a feeling amongst all of us, myself included, that when someone can give themselves a raise, there's something wrong with it. But in all honesty, I didn't write the law. The council people didn't write the laws. We have to live by them. And so I would simply say to you, take a look. Where is Vernon in 2012 compared to 2010 or 2009 or 2008? Do you have a professional government that serves your needs? I could list for you all of the accomplishments. As you've watched this show and you've read the papers and you've followed your new government, you know full well that this government is serving your needs. I don't think that now is the time to turn back. I humbly but strongly urge you to consider very, very carefully how you would vote on that question. Thank you.
Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyoan Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com.